Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 130 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is J-Mac Gaming.
Hello, everybody. I wish Barry Darso brought me some pizza.
Yes, that happened backstage.
Man, he didn't fucking... Yeah, you know, let's run the show before I...
He's wearing a Pat Patterson shirt.
Oh, before we get into the next episode of this show of Night Show, leave a like. The more likes, the faster I get more episodes out.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 300 by WrestleMania.
Not likes.
Not likes, but subscribers.
Just leave a like.
Leave a like.
Let's run the show now that we've done like whoring.
All right, cool.
Chad, talk me through this.
So in this pre-show match that
sucked.
that J-Mac made, it was a pre-show that little heat and embarrassing wrestling.
Barry Darso defeats Dave Taylor in a sumo match.
And Dave Taylor was thrown from the ring.
This is a match that was set up because Barry Darso brought all the pizza for the boys, and Dave Taylor ate it all. And then sat on the table like a sumo wrestler, and he's like, "You can't have any of this pizza."
So this happened in catering.
What's happened in catering?
Yes. Good little pre-show match for the fans. And another pre-show match. Six defeated Chef Psychosis in 722 with a moonsault.
Fair enough. Good for Six.
Alrighty, so the show starts off with Hulk Hogan coming down to the ring. He grabs a microphone and he goes, "Well, last night at Starrcade, brother, was a really, really successful night for the Hulkster. Now, I do have mixed emotions, because while I did defeat Sylvester Stallone, my best friend Kevin Nash got let go from Nitro. And I don't know where he's going to turn up, but I know that I'm on an island by myself, brother. Horace is gone, Nash is gone, Hall, I never liked Hall, Brett's gone. I'm all alone. The NWO is in drastic affairs, brother. But you know, that's okay, because at least I'm still Hollywood Hogan, brother. And now that I'm no longer distracted by Sylvester Stallone, I can focus on what matters, winning the World Championship. So I just want to say," and then Sylvester Stallone's music hits. And Hulk Hogan is looking in the ring, and Sylvester comes out. He walks to the ring, and he puts his hand out for Hulk Hogan to shake. Hogan looks at him, looks at Sylvester Stallone, and then shakes his hand. And Sylvester Stallone says, "Hulk, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to say congratulations on beating me Sunday. You, the better man, won, and I just want to say congratulations." And he says, "I'm also here because I want to make an announcement. You see, I was leaving the arena Sunday at Starrcade, and Eric Bischoff offered me a job. And I'm going to be the new commentary team to WCW Nitro. So our illustrious commentary team of Honky Tonk Man and Tony Schiavone, and now Sylvester Stallone." And Hulk Hogan's like, what about the brain? "I don't know, but all I know is Sylvester Stallone is at that table, and I'm gonna be calling your matches, Hulk. And I just want to say, you better deliver. All right, you better be giving the matches that you gave me a 5-star match. Or I'm gonna be calling everything, and I'm gonna be really critical of you. If you suck, I'm gonna tell you suck. If you're great, I'm gonna tell you you're great. Hulk, go get him." And he tapped Hulk Hogan on the back, and Hollywood says, "Well, Sylvester Stallone, I appreciate your respect for Hollywood. And now, to make a statement tonight, I'm going to challenge anyone in that locker room to wrestle Hulk Hogan." And then Raven's music hits, and the announcers are like, "Well, in that trade to get Randy Savage to Thunder, we have been given some new faces on Raw, and one of them is Raven. Raven versus Hulk Hogan right now."
Let's go.
Let's go. In an exceptional match, Raven defeats Hollywood Hulk Hogan with a pile driver. Oh no.
With a
Raven defeating Hulk Hogan.
A pile driver. You fucking Hogan's taking that pile driver?
Hogan's taking a loss and a pile driver. So after the match, Raven is celebrating, and Billy Kidman attacks him. What? Billy Kidman. And he says, "This is my show!"
Billy Kidman!
So Billy Kidman attacking his former buddy Raven.
Alright, let's move on to the next segment.
So, now, speaking of debuting wrestlers, the other two men that came in that trade. That's right, Randy Savage for the Legion of Doom and Raven, brother. The Legion of Doom defeated Disco and Awesome, a.k.a. that 70s team, and 702 when Animal defeated Mike Awesome with a Doomsday device.
Good. I mean,
Yeah. The Warriors carried him, I'll take it.
Oh,
So-
69, nice.
Oh, great promo. So Sting goes in the ring and just... That's what I have to say to Goldberg. He goes to the microphone and he says, "At Starrcade, the biggest upset in sports happened. The icon Sting lost to Goldberg. And now I'm perplexed. Because you see, I deserve that main event. I deserve that championship. And the fact that Goldberg got lucky and beat me on a bad day, he's now waltzing around with my championship, and I've had enough. So tonight, I am wrestling in the main event against an opponent of my choosing. And before anyone says anything, Bischoff approved it. So it's not like I'm abusing power, all right? The GM approved it, so therefore it's fair. I'm wrestling an opponent of my choosing. And the only stipulation that he said was he has to be a former WCW champion. So in the main event, I'm wrestling a WCW champion. And the winner of that match will face Goldberg for the championship at the next pay-per-view. And when I win Goldberg, I'm going to prove exactly why that match, as long as every other match you've had in WCW, has been a fluke. And why the icon Sting and his beautiful arm candy Elizabeth are the two hottest acts going today, and why the icon Sting is the only WCW championship caliber wrestler this company has. And then he leaves.
Okay. All right.
So,
Jesus, this sucked, I guess.
and about that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Sid Vicious defeats Chris Kanyon with a power bomb. During the match, we also had Lex Luger run in and attack Kanyon. So Sid Vicious makes defense number 3 of their WCW World Television Championship.
Nice.
Luger and Vicious are celebrating. They go to the back with smiles on their faces, and then this happens.
Oh, no.
Chris Kanyon is in the ring, and he's got his hands over his head, and you can see on with the expression on his face, he's frustrated. And James Vandenberg says, "Kanyon, I told you you need to bring out Mortis. You need Mortis to win. All right, Mortis is that destruction inside, and if you had Mortis, Chris, you'd be unstoppable." And Kanyon goes, "I don't need Mortis. All right, Vandenberg, and I'm sick of you saying that. All right, you know what? Maybe what I need is to get a different manager. Because a manager that really believed in me wouldn't be asking me to do something that I didn't want to do. And they'd be confident in my ability. So you know what, James Vandenberg? You're fired." And James starts laughing, and he goes, "I tried to give you a chance." And then he snaps his fingers, and Canyon's looking around, and then the lights go off. And when they come back on, Kanyon is laid out, and Mortis is standing tall. And James Vandenberg says, "Like I said, Kanyon, you just need Mortis, and Mortis will win, and Mortis will dominate. So Kanyon, I'm glad you fired me, because now I can manage a real winner. Chris Kanyon, meet Mortis." And Mortis stands tall over Chris Kanyon.
All right.
So, we go to commercial. We come back, and Ultimo Dragon has his newly won Cruiserweight Championship. And he grabs a microphone, and he says that last night he won the Cruiserweight Championship, and it was one of the best nights of his life. He's won belts for other companies, and they've been fun, and they've been an honor. But nothing quite felt as good as winning this Cruiserweight Championship. And he says he's back home where he belongs, and he was on cloud nine. And then it got ruined when a man he had great respect for, Rey Mysterio, attacked him. And he says, Rey, I don't know where this came from. I don't know what I did. But why don't you come out here and we can have and you can talk to me like a warrior, like a man. And Rey Mysterio comes out and he goes, Ultimo, and he starts like saying some things in Spanish. And he says, you want to know why I did what I did at Starrcade? I got taken out. All right, I got injured. I got beaten up at the hands of Kidman. All right, I got my match at Starrcade taken from me. I could have been Mr. Money in the Bank. I could be WCW champion right now. And it got taken from me. And I was in the hospital licking my wounds. And a man who apparently has such great respect for me didn't even call and see if I was okay. Every single cruiserweight checked up on me. Not even cruiserweights. Every wrestlers not in the cruiserweight division checked on me. People not even on our brand checked on me. I got phone calls from Scott Hall, Ric Flair. I got phone calls. Hulk Hogan asked if I was okay. Yeah. You didn't even ask me if I was okay, Ultimo. So you know what? When the opportunity came, and I barely was able to get out of that hospital bed and make it to Starrcade, I couldn't take that lying down. So yeah, Ultimo, you won the Cruiserweight Championship, and congratulations. But guess what? I'm medically cleared to compete now. So you're just babysitting that championship for Rey Mysterio. How about this? How about next week, Rey Mysterio versus Ultimo Dragon, Cruiserweight Championship match. Ultimo looks at him and says, you're on. So next week, Ultimo Dragon versus Rey Mysterio.
Big money match on free TV.
Big money match on free TV, brother. All right. But
after that serious promo,
after that series of promos, they're starting to get interrupted by Jushin Liger, who comes down to the ring and he dances. Jushin Thunder Liger! And then they're in the ring, and then Eddie Guerrero's music hits, and he's looking around like, why am I wrestling this? Why am I in this match? And he slaps Jushin Liger in the face. And about that good wrestling, and these guys from the crowd, Rey Mysterio Jr. and Eddie Guerrero defeat Ultimo Dragon and Jushin Liger when Eddie defeats Ultimo with a frog splash. Then after the match, Eddie grabs a microphone and goes, once again, I've proven why Japanese wrestlers just can't hang with Eddie Guerrero and the pride of Mexico. Probably the second or third best wrestler in Mexico, Rey Mysterio, and I beat Jushin Liger and Ultimo Dragon. And I've proven why the Global Championship is better than the Cruiserweight Championship. However, I will point out that I did pin the Cruiserweight Champion, which means that I am in line for a Cruiserweight title. And if I gave a shit about the Cruiserweight division, I'd probably capitalize on that. However, I don't care, because I am champion of the world. I don't need to be champion of the Cruiserweights. Or more like the Loserweights. Am I right? And the crowd,
Loserweights.
More like the Loserweights. And the crowd boos. He goes, I am better than the Loserweights. I am better than Japan. I am Eddie Guerrero. And I am the best wrestler on this company. And I'm done wrestling tag team matches against people who are beneath me. Alright? I am great. I am the best. I am Eddie Guerrero, and Guerrero means warrior, so I will only wrestle warriors from here on out. All right? Consider me no longer a cruiserweight. Consider me the Japanese embargo, because I will not be wrestling for Japan ever again. In fact, you people in the DC Verizon Center are lucky, because I'm this close to being Mexico exclusive. and he throws the microphone on the ground, and he walks away.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And an extremely short match. The Hardy Boys defeat Hammer and Riggs in 402 when Jeff Hardy defeated Hammer with his signature Texas Cloverleaf. And they make defense number 1 of the WCW Nitro Tag Team titles. And Low D did good work at ringside.
Good for Lodi.
Low D is on Thunder. He was not in this match.
What are you talking about? Lodi did great work.
After this match, the Dudley Boys come down to the ring.
I put Lodi through a table.
They put Low D, Hammer, and Riggs all through tables, and then they challenge the Hardy Boys at the pay-per-view. And they go, you beat us in a tables match, so how about you take us on in a ladder match at the pay-per-view? And they look at them and go, hey, you're on. We'll do it. So at the pay-per-view, we get the Dudleys versus the Hardys in a ladder match.
Yeah, all right. Got to keep that feud interesting.
Exactly. So we get the Steven Regal push continues when he beats Juventud with a Regal stretch.
This was supposed to be Kurt Hennig, but
he's got a bruised buttocks.
he's got a hurt butt, so
we'll do everyone's favorite cruiserweight Juventud instead. We go backstage. Hulk Hogan is visibly frustrated, and the Mean Gene asks him, Hollywood, how do you feel, coming off of your big win against Sylvester Stallone and then losing to Raven the very next night? Hogan says, well, brother, Raven's a tremendous talent. My hat's off to him. But you know what? The Hulkster lost, and he doesn't make any excuses. And Sylvester Stallone's right. There is no reason why I need to lose. There's no reason why I can't put on 5-star matches every single night. A fire has been lit inside Hollywood, brother. And I'm not going to lose again. He takes off his sunglasses and goes, Goldberg, you're on notice. Hollywood Hulk Hogan is back and more motivated than he ever has before, and he's coming for his WCW championship, Jack. And then leaves. So Sting comes down to the ring and he goes, who is the man, the former champion, that's going to try to be champion again and take on Sting? And then Luger and Vicious come out with their television title and they go, Sting, we're going to beat you tonight, and then we're going to add a WCW championship to our repertoire of accomplishments. And about that fantastic heat and good wrestling, Sting defeats Lex Luger in 1433 by a Scorpion Deathlock. And during the match, Sid Vicious accidentally hits Luger, brother. Oh, no. Oh, no.
They didn't seem to click, brother.
Oh, no. Well, that's okay. This match will never happen again.
Are you sure?
I mean, it probably will eventually.
Luger at a 57.
Oh, no, Luger.
I don't know why I'm laughing so hard at that. That's funny.
And then, so Sting is celebrating in the ring, and Goldberg runs out, spears Sting, takes his championship, holds it in the air, takes a microphone, and says, Sting, I'm going to prove why my win at Starrcade wasn't a fluke, and I'm going to prove why I am rightfully the WCW champion, and more importantly, I'm going to prove, Sting, why once again you're next. And he stands in the middle of the ring with his championship and the fans going nuts to close out the show.
Nice.
I don't think this is going to be a good show. A lot of C's.
I'd say 84. 80, what the fuck?
86.
You had one segment higher than an 86.
Oh, I'll take it.
How the fuck?
Sylvester Stallone's amazing commentary. All right, guys. So Raw got lucky this week. Outdid Nitro.
Dude,
let's see how they outdo. Let's see if they outdo Thunder, though.
Beat me like one time in the last 2 months.
Listen. I am not worried.
I had the show of the year according to the game. The game said I had the show of the year.
But we'll see what the fans think.
The fans think I had the show of the year. At this
You don't
time
know
of
that
the
yet.
episode being out, the fans will already have decided.
Nonsense.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, guys. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said, we want to get 300 to Mania, and we will see you guys later.
Too
And